Hi everyone, this is Sandy. Welcome back to Easy Cooking. So today I'll show you how to make a cookie monster cake that is perfect for a piñata party. I hope you like it. Remember, you'll find the list of ingredients in the description box of this video, and you will also find it in my blog where you can print the whole recipe. Let's get started. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. In a large bowl, sift the flour with the baking powder, the baking soda and the salt. Stir well and set aside for a minute. Now in an electric mixer, mix the butter with the sugar on medium speed and slowly increase the speed to high and continue to mix this for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, stop the mixer, scrape down the size of the bowl if you need to, and then we're going to add in the egg whites and the vanilla extract. Mix again on high speed for 2 more minutes. And once everything is well incorporated, now we're going to add in a third of the flour mixture, followed by a third of the milk. Mix well until well combined. And then we're going to add in another third of the flour mixture, followed by another third of the milk. Mix again until combined. And then we're going to add in the rest of the flour and the rest of the milk. Continue to mix for 2 more minutes. Then we're going to divide this into 4 equal portions, and each portion will be about 1.5 cups of the batter. And now we're going to add some color to each portion. Just add a few drops of food coloring on each bowl and just mix it until you get the desired color. And then we're going to pour this into 4 different pans. The pans are already greased and floured. And now I'm going to bake this at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 to 40 minutes. These are really thin layers, so I recommend that you start checking the cakes on the 30-minute mark. And after 30 minutes, the cakes are done. This is how they look. I'm just going to run a knife around the edges of the cake. Now just let them cool completely before decorating them. Now to make the icing, in an electric mixer, mix the butter with the shortening, then add in the vanilla extract and 1 tablespoon of milk. We're going to mix this on high speed until everything is well incorporated for about 2 minutes or so. Now reduce the speed and slowly add in the powdered sugar, 1 cup at a time. I added 5 cups of powdered sugar in total, but you can add more or less according to what you like. So after you add all the sugar, now set the speed to high and continue to mix this for another 8 minutes or so, just to make the icing really thick and fluffy. Over here I have some chocolate chips and I'm just going to mash them until they become tiny crumbs. And into the crumbs I will add 1.5 cups of the icing. Just mix well until well incorporated. And we're going to use this to put in between each layer of the cake. So we're going to place the first layer of the cake in a plate. Then we're going to top it with the cookie icing mixture. Just spread it on an even layer. And I'm sorry, I didn't know my camera wasn't recording anymore, so I wasn't able to film this part. But basically just top the first, the second and the third layer of the cake with some of the cookie icing mixture. And then just place the last layer of the cake on top and just set it aside for a minute. Do not add any of the cookie icing mixture on top of the last layer. Over here I have the leftover icing. I'm going to add some blue coloring into it. Just add as much of the blue color as you need to get your desired color. And then we're going to cover the cake with the blue icing. Make sure to cover it with a thin layer of icing. You want to cover all the surface and all around the cake. Now place the leftover icing in a piping bag with a star tip. And we'll just decorate the cake with spiky stars. On the surface of the cake, we're going to leave an empty space. That will be the place for the mouth. And like I said, we're just going to decorate the cake with spiky stars. So just leave an empty space for the mouth and just continue to decorate the rest of the cake with spiky stars. They don't have to be pretty or even at all. They don't have to be perfect. You can make some shorter and larger and then thinner and thicker. It doesn't really matter. So cover the surface, just leave an empty space for the mouth, and then you will also cover all around the edges of the cake. Now we're going to decorate the empty space with melted chocolate. Like I said, that will be the mouth. And then we're going to decorate the melted chocolate with some chocolate chip cookies. And remember, this is the Cookie Monster, so he always has a bunch of cookies in his mouth. I decorated his mouth with 4 whole cookies, and then I added another one that is cut into chunks and crumbs. Now to make his eyes, I'm using a jumbo white marshmallow. Then I slice it in half, and to make the pupils I'm using melted chocolate, and that's about it. You're just going to place the eyes above the mouth. And that's it. This is how it looks. I made this for my little nephew and he loved it. I think it looks really cool, so I hope you like it. Enjoy! To print this and some other delicious recipes, please don't forget to visit my blog. The link is going to be down below. And remember, you will also find me on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on Pinterest. I'm everywhere, so all the links are going to be down below. If you want, you can check them out. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to this channel to be notified of future updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!